Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to put this second gen B body 8 3/4 rear end underneath the 78 Dodge truck. Follow along and I'll show you how we do it. Alright, since we're lowering the truck by doing a flip, we're mounting the axle on top of the spring instead of below it. So the first thing we're going to have to do is flip the spring pin. Bottom side of it, where it fits into the perch, is round to fit into the hole in the perch, and we're going to flip it over and put it up on the top. So I got a pair of vice grips on it to hold it. It's crusty, it's been there since 1978, and we're going to run that nut off the top and flip it over. See you in a minute. Alright, since it was pretty crusty, took it over to the tap and die set, chased the threads in both the nut and the stud there, and it's looking good as new. So what we're gonna do is take our stud, put it in from the top side. Now we're gonna run our nut up on the bottom like this. Those my fingers in the way of the camera. That's all there is to that. Alright, now we can take our clamps off. You can use C-clamps for this too, but you got to do something, otherwise the spring pack wants to come apart on you. Now that we got our pins on the top side, now we're ready to go ahead and set the rear end up on it. Okay, so I've wrestled this thing up in here, and it would appear that the cars use a smaller spring pin than the trucks. I'm sitting it, this thing's sitting on here and it won't go down, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I flipped it over and measured, and the spring pin hole in the original perch on this axle was 562 thousandths, roughly 9/16 of an inch, and it wouldn't fit over the original spring pin here in the truck. I went and I measured the hole in the spring perch on the old Dana 60 that originally came out from under the truck, and it was 625 thousandths, 5/8 of an inch. So it looks like this thing is actually spaced properly for the truck. Who'd have thought that a second gen B body shared the same spring width as a late model Dodge truck, or a later model Dodge truck? Hang tight. How about that? This son of a bitch actually fit right in here. Sat right down on them pins after I modified them holes. A couple of U-bolts from Summit. Spring hangers from Summit, and yeah, bolted right in. In case you're curious, this is the parts that we used. Left side and right side, those are just the perches that go underneath the axle. And 4 U-bolts. I think those U-bolts were 10 bucks a piece. The seats were, I want to say 25 bucks a piece. So I mean, I ain't got 100 bucks in it. I did buy a set of the Mopar Performance spring hangers, or spring perches rather, because I honestly did anticipate having to move them. I kind of blows me away. There's no real evidence that they've ever been cut off and moved, and you know, as far as I know, and dimensionally, it seems like this is a second gen B body rear end. So that's pretty cool. Fit right up under there. Now, as far as clearance to the factory wheel well goes, that's an 8-inch wheel. with a 3-inch backspace on it. It looks like it's going to be pretty damn close. I'll probably end up mini tubbing this thing. The whole purpose behind doing that was, I mean, look, I still got a crap ton of clearance between the wheel and the spring, about 4 inches. I could really, and there's the outside of the wheel well. I got a lot of room to put a lot of wheel and tire under this thing. So I'll probably end up mini tubbing it. Right now I'm going to run a 275 60/15 on it, and we'll see if it rubs or not. If it doesn't, it's going to be real damn close. Can't really speak for the pinion angle yet. It actually looks pretty good, but you know, looks can be deceiving. Next thing I got to do is get the engine and transmission in it. And take a few measurements and go from there. So far, this rear end swap is going a whole lot easier than I anticipated. That sure is going to look nice, though. Wish my tires would get here. Damn it, now they're saying Thursday. Today's Tuesday. We'll see. Kind of pissed off at Simple Tire right now. Lousy rat shit company they are. Anyhow, it's late. I'm tired. Rear end's under the truck. Transmission's put back together. Well, next step's going to be get the engine and trans in the truck, even if it is without the converter, so I can measure and make sure pinion angle's going to work, and if not, get that adjusted and get a drive shaft measured and made for this thing. So yeah, we're making some progress. Hope you enjoyed this one. Catch you in the next one. Later.